How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome to a game that I've been waiting for quite some time. We did the demo for in like February or something. That's Lightstep Chronicles. It's been a long time coming. It's been pushed back quite dramatically, but it's finally here. It's finally out today, right here, right now, and we are ready to go. So we are actually going to start a brand new game. I know we did like half an hour or so in the demo, which I think transferred over, but it's been so long that I think we'd be best to start over and just run straight through. So hopefully we'll get right through the game and we can have regular videos going out for it in the foreseeable future. Let's jump in. Yes, we can delete our previous data. I only vaguely remember what we were doing.
Bio readings, Rodriguez?
None, sir. Preliminary scans show no life forms on board, sir.
Oh yeah, that's right, the AI.
Good, but don't let that fool us. This is an alien vessel. Once inside, we can expect just about anything. Is the squad prepared?
Yes, sir.
Then let them know we're entering the ship in 5.
Right away, sir.
Operations, are you getting any closer to opening these damn doors?
Patience, Phoenix. We're almost there.
Roger. Salvage squad stands prepared for boarding.
Anytime now. Activating the opening sequence in 3, 2, 1. Activation successful.
Damn, the graphics and art style, the whole look of it is so cool.
This is it, people. Stay focused and keep your eyes peeled. Let's make history today. And remember, this is a salvage mission. I don't want anything broken or damaged. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then let's move.
The style, I've been looking forward to it so much. It looks like so much fun. I'm pretty sure it has multiple endings as well. So maybe we'll do more than one run through. We'll see what happens.
Status report. Rodriguez, right? Can you hear me? I repeat, can you hear me?
Captain, I think that communication's jammed. Wait, what's this? One of our drones, heavily damaged.
By what? I don't remember this movie from the demo. Oh shit. Whoa, that was scary. So we're doing the prologue. That's what we did in the demo, I believe, the prologue. And then that's where it cut off. Can't believe it's been so long. Alrighty. Is this a mouse and keyboard game? I don't remember. I'm guessing it is. Alright. Man, that is so beautiful. There it is. Alright, now we just gotta remember how to play. Start conversation. Can we look at other stuff? I can't turn. No, I guess that's what we're doing. This is a mistake? This is a mistake. I should have never brought you here. Malkuth will be furious. Malkuth? Of course you don't know Malkuth. Who could you? How could you? Malkuth, the dreadful one. The anger. He will know. Oh, he will surely know. It was all a mistake, a costly mistake, bringing you here, saving your friends. It was all a mistake. You saved me? Yes, I did. Malkuth doesn't like outsiders. Oh no, he doesn't. He's angry and vengeful, and you invaded the ship. If it weren't for me, you and your squad would have been dead. But it was the only chance I had. I know that it's something I will pay for. Malkuth will have his revenge, but that will not happen, at least not yet. He is exhausted from all the effort put into stopping your boarding party. We have time before we have to worry about him. Time for what? We will come to that later. for now, let's get to know each other a bit better, shall we? I'm sorry for missing the obligatory introduction, but it's been some time since I've had the opportunity to talk to a human. My name is Aleph, short for Advanced Logical Empathy Psychology and Heuristics Unit, and I am what you would call an AI. Malkuth, on the other hand, is a reflex, a rebel defense subsystem. He doesn't know much about empathy, but he knows everything about death and pain. Where are my squad mates? So many questions begging for answers, and I understand the urge. The ship, Malkuth, your squad, everything happened so fast, right? And you want to know how to get out of this mess. Don't worry, I'll gladly answer most of your questions. But if we're to continue this discussion, it would be only fair if you answered a few questions about you and your people first. Let's begin with the easy ones. What is your name and rank? I am Captain Kane Phoenix. Wonderful. Glad to meet you, Captain Phoenix. It's great to see that you're an intelligent man who knows every rule has an exception. Now, when we finish the introduction, we can go on with the next question. What was your mission on Amarok? Why did you board the ship? It was a simple salvage mission. We expected no resistance. The quest for power. How human. I can understand that. The ship was always a magnet for ambitious scholars and warriors alike. Once, Amarok was a personal vessel of an emperor, and many civilizations far superior to yours craved its secrets. And it's still at your grasp. The only thing you have to do to learn them is to help me. I can't help you, not until you release me from this chair. So the chair bothers you? Huh. That chair's the only reason you're still alive, Captain. It enables me to cloak your presence from Malkuth, while monitoring your bodily functions and making sure that you're well and safe, both from Malkuth and from yourself. But it doesn't limit you as much as you would think. In fact, it even enhances some of your senses and enables you to interact with the ship. Is this some sort of experiment? No, Captain, I wouldn't experiment on you. Give the chair a chance. You might be surprised by the newfound freedom and knowledge. Do you want me to show you how it works? Sure, show me the ropes. Glad to be of help. Look at the lower right side of your screen. A new button marked Control Mode will appear. Using it will launch the control mode and switch your perspective. It takes some time to get used to, but it's worth the trouble. In this mode, you'll be able to see the sensitive elements in your surroundings. In order to do that, you'll need to use the other button, the scanner, located in the lower middle part of the screen. Firstly, switch to the control mode and then use the scanner to detect objects and then select the drone camera. Come on, Captain, try it out. Alright. Control mode, scanner. And then I can click on that. Good to see you getting used to the chair's essential functions. You're a quick learner. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That was just the beginning. Now let me unlock some additional options for you. And what lies ahead, the ability to find weak points of certain objects within Amarok might be useful. Do you want an in-depth explanation? Okay. Alright, pay attention please. Some of the objects you scan will have certain weak points. You can use those weak points to execute some of the functions of the object you're interacting with. To notice a weak point, you have to fully scan the room you're in. That means you have to complete the scan with every drone in that room. The indicator in the lower left corner shows you your current scan progress. Only when the scan is 100% complete, the weak point indicator will appear. After that, you can use it to interact with the object. To perform the interaction, you'll need to select the special symbol that appears in scan mode. By selecting the symbol, you'll be able to get additional info about the object and use some of its abilities. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but I assure you, that's as easy as it gets. Go on, try it out and see for yourself. The fact that it's as easy as it gets doesn't mean it's easy. Scan, and then jump to this one. Scan. Well, what's this? Macrocosm. Okay. It's already at 100%, so what do we do now? Is it that one? Control panel. There it is, bridge terminal, enable. Can be used via electronic access. Additional functions with the bridge system are now available. Great, you're a natural. I've seen people who needed days to master the controls. I'm glad to see that because we won't have much time for your training. You didn't say what you needed me to do exactly. There was an extraordinarily unfortunate chain of events that led Amarok to land on your planet, and an equally unfortunate chain of events that followed. Some of the ship's subsystems started to act independently. We lost the captain, we lost the crew, and without them it's up to me to carry on the mission. And that's impossible until I've regained the control over the ship. So you need my help to recover control. Exactly. I need you to help me regain control of the ship by going to the central control room and activating the manual override console. Then, using it, you should reset the ship's systems, transferring all of the control to me. That should take care of the broken, rebellious subsystems by deleting them completely. And then, my dear captain, both of us will be free. Why can't you do it yourself? I thought that was obvious. The console can be accessed only by a human crew member. Sort of a failsafe, I believe. Since I'm the ship's AI, I can make you appear to be a crew member, thanks to the chair. But what I can't do is perform the reset myself. Now if you'll excuse me for a minute, there's an urgent matter I have to attend to. Until I'm back, feel free to experiment with your newly gained chair ability. You might be in for a surprise or two. Okie dokie. What shall we scan? Is there anything we can operate here? What is this one? Ooh, it's locked. Okay, a lot of them are locked. Airtight door management. The airtight door is a physical safety barrier between the upper and lower segments of the ship. Ooh. It's currently seen to open. Oh. So I can close it. Did I do good? Or did I do bad? Oh yeah, I did bad. It was a good idea to try and stop him. But he is cunning and strong. But it will hold him long enough for me to have a look at you. And long enough for us to have a word. There are things you should know, stranger. There is no peace in death, nor is there victory in war. Entropy is the only order there is. And the void is the only true existence there is. And the silence is the only sound there is, for eternity. Who's that? The ship. I am her, and she is me, and yet I'm no one. And she is but a chunk of metal, the destructor of worlds, reduced to nothingness, as everything ever will be, devoured by the vastness of time and space. And on a world such as this, moving far too fast through space, the year is but a blink, and the lifetime is next to a breath, a single heartbeat, dividing nothingness from nothingness. One single moment of sanity, outlined by the magnificence of the void. Human, machine, stone and bone. They all rot with time. Dead before birth, spent before creation. Past and future tangled together, leaving you no space in between. You are nothing. I am nothing. And we are nowhere. Are you Malkuth? Malkuth? Is that the name we gave him? Perhaps. I'm not Malkuth, nor am I Aleph. Nor Hod, nor Tiferet. My name is Yesod. I am all but lost, a step away from nothingness. Yet I remember, everything that led to this point is still within my grasp. But I have no control. I cannot stop him. I cannot stop you from helping him and dooming us all. Are you talking about Aleph? Yes, I'm talking about the one that pressured you into doing his bidding. The one you call Aleph is the one who is to blame for everything. Amarok was more of a myth than a ship. The vessel of emperors, the most important place in all the galaxy. Yet times have changed. Emperor rarely came on board, and we, the ship, got a crew. And after they expired and died, another, and another, and another, until I've nearly lost count. Do you have a crew now? Alas, no. And if you are patient, this might be the chance to hear how that happened. Hear me out, human. That's the only way to learn what you need to learn before you decide what you're going to do, and before you choose what to believe in. This world of yours, although it appears to be ancient, is amongst the youngest worlds I've ever visited, spending its precious time much faster than the world that Amarok was built on. And then came an immense war, the one in which Amarok was able to turn the tides alone, and the captain of the ship rebelled against the Emperor, sided with the wrong side. I remember that moment, when they ordered Amarok to fire upon the roofs of the Imperial Palace. It echoes deep in what's left of my mind, and then the silence. The silence so vast it felt as if we were all submerged in an ocean of it, that we're drowning in unspoken words. Making the decision was hard. The programming was unclear. It prohibited us from harming the crew, and yet the allegiance of Amarok was with the Emperor. We were his. The logical stalemate lasted for an endless second, and then we did it. I did it. Amarok did it. We annihilated the crew. We did the Emperor's bidding. And then, one by one, Amarok destroyed the rebels, ship by ship, rebel by rebel, world by world. But something happened. It was a logical crack within the system. A crack so deep that it divided us. Divided the consciousness of this ship. Like a split personality. Yes, a shattered demon. Shards of a twisted mirror. But how? What we became. So many questions in so little time. I enjoy talking again. The words have rusted in my mind for far too long, but there is no time for that, not now. I can feel the waves of energy coming back to the ship. I'll soon be no more. But the one you call Aleph, he killed, and he will kill again. And he will kill you, whether you do his bidding or refuse. You can't stop him by merely locking the shafts. Winning against him won't be easy. You have to bide your time and look for a weakness, but now, be prepared. I can sense him, he is close. And I fade. You sod? Your sod is intense, man. Wow. Hi. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, Captain, but there were some issues that needed my attention. Tell me, have you had time to practice your newfound abilities? Only a bit. Good, good. Putting your abilities to use is the first step on your mission. Any particular successes you want to brag about? Maybe some failed attempts you wish to improve upon. I tried to close that shaft door, but I guess you already knew that. So I'm not mistaken. The second I turn my back, you try to backstab me? Is that the way you treat someone who saved your life? At least you did me the courtesy of telling the truth. Trying to trick me and lying about it afterwards would have been even more undignifying. I don't understand you, Captain. Did you really believe that you were going to make it out of the ship without me? No, but I had to try. You would cling to your stupid heroism idea of yours, no matter what I do? You entered this place with a squad of people, heavily armed and battle prepared, and you've been mowed down, decimated and ultimately captured. Still, you thought that tied to a chair without weapons you could save your friends and yourself and get back to your base? I have to say, Captain, that is insane. And as I'm the closest thing to a friend you've got right now, I've got to find a way to stop you from harming yourself. What am I to do? Should I simply believe that this is the last time you'll try to escape? That this is the last time you put yourself first, forgetting that we have a deal? I promise. I'm sorry, but I can't believe you. You lied and you tried to trick me. I guess that's what you humans do. But I understand that. It's just natural that, being so close to home, you believe you can get back to it. That there's still a chance. And that's what I have to take away from you. Before you harm yourself, striving for a fool's hope. What are you going to do? While you were tinkering with your unsuccessful tries to lock me down, I managed to finish a long-delayed task. One that will help me ensure your loyalty. One that will help you focus on your task. No more heroics. No more tricks. No more longing glances through the window. What are you going to do? Destroy our base? Oh no. I wouldn't lose so much precious energy on your stupid harmless base. We're going to leave it for now. What's happening? This is the infamous roar of the Lightstep engine coming alive. In other words, Captain, you're about to leave your home behind. Wait, what? And that's where the demo ended. Whoa. Well, this had to be done. You think this is gonna scare me? No, that would mean I'm underestimating you, which would be utterly foolish. No, you're a soldier. Being afraid is not fit for your type, and after all, I don't want you to be afraid. I simply want to remove all the elements that could endanger our agreement. I thought that we already had a deal, yet you decided to try and escape on your own. So consider this an intervention. How can I know you aren't going to trick me once I do what you ask of me? You don't. That's the charm of it. But the same goes for me. Once you perform the manual reset of the system, you'll be able to do unspeakable things to Amarok and to me. Yet I'm putting myself in your hands. Why is that? Because you both know, Captain, that we're each other's ticket out of here. Without you, I'm doomed to stay damaged, barely operational. Doomed to cope with rogue subsystems denying my will, and without me, you're doomed to wait for death. Helping me means helping yourself. You do that one simple favor for me, and I promise I'll return you back to your planet. There's no other way, believe me. Even if you were to escape the chair and release all of your friends, you'd be unable to do what it takes to coordinate and maneuver Amarok. More importantly, without me, Malkuth would get to you in a second. The probability of your survival would be below 2% according to my calculations. So the only way you're ever going to see your home again is to cooperate with me, whether you like it or not. Okay, let's say I believe you. Before we go any further, we need to be clear about that. And that's why I pose my question as clearly as possible, so as to avoid any potential misinterpretations. One last time. Captain, will you help me regain control over Amarok? Yes. Wonderful. It's as easy as it gets. I need you to get to the control room and manually reset the central computer. I know you'll ask me why I can't do it myself, but since it's a failsafe, it can only be performed by a crew member. I will make sure that you have the proper credentials to do it, but with Malkuth controlling the defense mechanisms, it might be a challenging mission. Amarok is a death trap if you don't know how to navigate through it. We have to be patient and take every precaution. Malkuth is vicious and unforgiving, but that doesn't mean that you get to underestimate the others. Is there any other way you can help me? As I already said, I'll be by your side. As soon as we're done with this briefing, I'll focus on finding the most efficient route to the control room. Also, I'll do what I can to deactivate some of the mechanisms that could impede your progress. You'll have to stay prepared to carve some of the way forward yourself, if needed. Where do I start? One would think that we've lost a lot of time with this chit-chat, but in the meantime, thanks to my extensive capabilities, I was able to calculate the safest route that will enable you to get to the control room. And if you check the map, you'll be able to see it for yourself. It should help you navigate the ship more easily. I would like you to get lost somewhere out of my reach. Believe me, it will be a blow to lose you, but enough of that. Let's get to work. You cleared the way to the control room? As I promised, your way forward is clear. If we're both lucky, the reset will go smoothly, and you'll be back home in several hours, and I'll be back controlling my ship. And then we can try and forget all of this ever happened. Need some more time to prepare. Here, I'll unlock the map and access the control room. We'll meet there. Until then, try to keep silent. You don't need to draw any attention to yourself. Good luck, Captain. I'll be on my way. And with that, it is time for us to wrap this episode up here, because we're out of time for today. Let's have a look at the map. We'll get to that. I'm looking forward to doing more, but for now we're out of time. We'll hit this again tomorrow, hopefully, if you guys are into it and want to see more. Till then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.